Hopefully everybody comes back. I don't know what was happening. I was having bad connection, reconnection problems. Who knows? Yay! Whoever's come back. Plug my phone in before I lose power. So, yay! People popping in. Say hi. Don't forget to give a thumbs up. So as I was saying, hey, puppy's breath. Puppy in for a minute. Still sick. Yuck. Gargle with salt water if you have a sore throat, and drink Buckley's. Well, I was doing part one, but then somehow my internet was going wiggly. Awesome. Thank you, Rosie. Yeah, we were just talking. Well, we were talking about a couple things. Hubby got a Groupon for like a fresh food service, like HelloFresh. Yay! But it's called goodfood.ca or whatever. So we're going to probably try that next week. I'm going to look at the menu again. This week's menu didn't look so great. And then we were talking about me possibly going back to work part-time and the reasons of why I hadn't until now. But now I think life itself and I think everybody themselves are more well established, more stable, let's say, that me going back to work um, won't throw a huge wrench in things. Now, if I went back to work full time, it would probably, but going back part time, I don't think it would be. And it all depends if I was going to do it myself. I've set up my own kind of little business of doing um, personalized training with people with um, physical or developmental disabilities, of learning how, teaching them how to be as independent as possible, learning how to cook, do laundry, activities of daily living, everything like that. Um, or trying to work within somebody else's organization, um, and that I, the problem is I don't know if there's any organizations that are out here in Canada. There are some in Orleans, which is like the other end of the east end of Ottawa. And if I drove, it would still take an hour. If I don't not driving, it's an hour to get downtown and another hour to get to Orleans. It's just not going to happen. I'm sorry. I am not going to drive by bus more than an hour to get anywhere to work part-time when it'll be just above minimum wage. Like in my field, the average uh, wage is about $20 an hour, to 20 to 27, depending on where it is. And the minimum wage is 14. So I could get a $14 job just down the street. I can easily work at the grocery store. Um, so yeah, I hope you feel better, Rosie. Hopefully they can give you something, because a lot of times if it's viral they can't give you anything, but if it's bacterial they can. Bacterial is antibiotics, right? I'm trying to think. Brain's going. You welcome back, Steve. Jacques, yeah. I'm glad I caught myself. Oh, my live stream yesterday. Let's see if it got dinged for, um, let me see the videos. it got dinged for yellow dollar sign for something was not. So I asked for manual review because I'm like, during our discussion yesterday, there was absolutely nothing that was. Oh, it got back up for the green dollar sign. So I guess somebody tagged it, and they found that it wasn't legit. Hello, Rowan. How was school?
Can't read a whole chapter.
Do you have any homework besides that?
Oh yeah.
Did you eat all your lunch? Good.
I need help with a project.
Okay.
Not now.
Not right now? Well, you can send me the stuff. Just.
No, it's not online at all.
Okay. So pure. Yeah, because I was gonna say yesterday when I got home, I said I showed the picture to Angie. I sent him like our live stream got dinged with the yellow dollar sign. Like so, it was like either not some content might not be appropriate for all audiences, or you might not be able to get monetized or partially monetized or whatever it was. And I'm like, we didn't talk about anything bad, but it got dollar signed green. But not that really matters. But it's just like I was gonna say, what did we do? What did we say? Oh, apparently one of the channels I watch, uh, they have kids, like preteen kids, right? And they were doing this new internet challenge, was the mummy challenge or whatever, where basically kids purposely wrap themselves up with toilet paper to pretend they're a mummy, right? And so she did a video on this because they got challenged by another family channel to do it. You know that everybody was kind of doing it. Well, the video got reported or whatever and got removed. Like not just dinged that you can't get monetized, got removed because apparently kids wrapping themselves up with toilet paper is abuse or that or against their policy. And I'm like, okay, I can understand you wrapping up a small child or something. These were like 10, 12-year olds doing it to themselves. It was not like I think that type of stuff has gone too far. But the video got completely removed, and she got like a community strike. So if you get 3 of those, your channel gets suspended for a period of time. If you get 2 of them, it gets suspended for a period of time too. So that's why I don't understand. So there's some channels out there that do very questionable and risque type videos. I don't know how those channels still keep in contact. Hey, Junior. Junior BR549. Are you a second account for Steve or somebody else? He's all yours. He's not mine, he's all yours. Oh, who's in there? Here. Participants. Let's see. What channel? is one of my favorites to troll. So you made this account on the 19th. Did you run out of other accounts? Yes, I'm thinking Junior knows Jacques. And they also know Steve. Excuse me. You think we are acquainted? Eating some salami. Yes. Yep, yep. Mm. Like in my PJs. So is noontime a better time to do a live stream than 9 in the morning? Because I'm just wondering if I should change my normal time, like to be around noon ish. Yes, he likes to connect the dots. Like I think we're going to try Mondays. Angie and I, when because that's usually her day off, to try and get together Monday mornings. Noon works better for you. Okay. So I might try the other days that I'm free to do one at noon, because I could do one noons on Fridays as well, by 11:30 noon, unless I have appointments. See, we still have tomatoes from the garden, quite firm too. We know you're making us smell. Yes, definitely, definitely appreciate you, Steve, Junior, Bob. Hey, Robert Schaus, how's it going? Long time no see. What time is it where you are in this wonderful world of ours? Oh, so you're in the you're 1 hour earlier from than me. Very cool. Whereabouts in the states are you? Owensboro, Kentucky. Cool. I've never heard of Owensboro, but that's not unusual. I haven't heard of a lot of places in the states. other than the big names and whatever pops into news that gets filtered up here to Canada. I just went and supported you, my friend. Thanks for popping in and saying hi. I always like to support people here. I thought I was supporting you already, but I must have you. Yeah, not you. YouTube probably already had removed me because I'm like I remember your channel does a lot of the live streams from your room. Biggest flirt on YouTube? Nah, just trying to be a fun guy. How many accounts do you have, Steve? 7 watching now. Well, how many devices do you have going on? Biggest flirt trying to be fun guy. So Robert Schaus, we were talking. So Steve has this other account, the biggest flirt on YouTube. No, I'm not talking to you. They make me. So what are you doing today, Robert? Steve, you guys are so hilarious. He's working very hard today. Steve and all, or his peeps. Hey, that's not complaining. Not complaining at all. You want or it's playtime. So, how many Canadians does it take to change a light bulb? Anybody go and guess? Seven. The answer is none. They don't change light bulbs. They accept them the way they are. Here's another joke, a Canadian joke. How many Torontonians does it take to change a light bulb? Any guesses? It takes just one Torontonian. They hold the bulb up to the socket and wait while the world revolves around them. We have this joke that Toronto thinks that the world revolves around it, that they are all of Canada, which they're not. But they think everything's better there. Some things are, some things aren't. You tried to Google it? Okay, it's a joke. Did you hear about that guy that had a map of Canada tattooed on his butt? Yeah. Every time he sat down, Quebec separated. Again, Canadian political humor. Yes, rest of Canada joke. Ottawa joke too. How do you get 50 Canadians out of a swimming pool? How do you get 50 Canadians out of a swimming pool? Quebec one. Please get out of the swimming pool. It's true. Or you blow 3 whistles. But everybody gets out. Everybody follows the drill. Yeah, I know. I messaged her that I was online. She asked, she wasn't getting notifications, so I sent her messages on Facebook. She friended me on Facebook and I sent her messages. And a common saying, kind of joke thing here in Canada is, I went to a fight and a hockey game broke out. Because everybody likes hockey, but they also like the fights. It's quite entertaining here in Canada. We're kind of like, we like the game, but we also like the fight. Or things like, hockey is way too violent. That's why I like watch boxing. Hi, hunting. Oh, and here's another joke saying, a Quebecois guest in an Edmonton hotel phoned room service for some pepper. Black pepper or white pepper? Asked the concierge. Toilet pepper. Because of the accent. Hey, CR. How's it going? I'm Canadian jokes. What do you call a sophisticated American? A Canadian. What are the 2 seasons in Canada? We have winter and we have July. A Canadian doctor gives you an annual checkup. What does he do first? He body checks you. Yes, winter and serious. Most of Canada, we've got July and partial and August. How do you get a Canadian to apologize? Step on their foot. Yeah, we have construction in winter too. We just always have construction season. If there's not, even if there's snow on the ground, that's construction season. Because everything here is falling apart. Our potholes in some areas are big enough that you can plant a garden in them. And people have. Some people had potholes near their curb and stuff, and they called the city or whatever to put a request for it to get fixed, and it hadn't been fixed for months. So they put dirt in it and planted flowers. That's how we protest things here in Canada. And then they came and they ripped up the flowers and did the pothole once they were sent the picture of the flowers. What kind of person is from Canada? An ideal person. We always have this idea that we can make the world a better place. We try, but there's not as many of us compared to Americans. Now, if Americans had that same idea of making the world a better place, it might work because you'd have more people working. So, how did they name Canada? They threw all the letters of the alphabet in a jar and called them out as they got them out. Canada. Like A as an EH. How do you spot a Canadian abroad? They're the ones who thank the ATM machine. We don't usually. Maybe the ones that talk too, maybe, but we don't usually. That's why it's a joke. What did the Albertan ask the tour guide at the Eiffel Tower? How many barrels a day does it produce? Because it looks like an oil an oil rig thingy. How do you stop bacon from curling in the frying pan? Take away their brooms. You know, like the sport curling. And finally, what's the difference between an American and a Canadian? A Canadian not only has a sense of humor, but they can also spell it. Because humor is spelled Humour. You guys took the English spelling, which was the original spelling, and butchered it to be American spelling. Like favor, it's OUR, not OR. And you're the only ones that spell it that way. You guys just didn't like the spelling, didn't like the British that much, so that you guys just took their language and just made stuff different. Exactly. Color, neighbor, lieutenant. Yes. And your current head of the country seems to do whatever comes to his mind first, too. Or say whatever comes to his mind first. Color is ours. Hello, Caleb. Hello, bye bye. Hot shots part two. Yeah, Hmm. So yeah, gotta love Canada, where in the country we put the Queen Elizabeth on the dollar, and we call it a loonie. We call our dollar coins loonies, and she's also on the $2 coin too. We have her head on all of our coins um, and our bills. I think. I don't know. I haven't really. I never use usually use cash. I use Interact debit. But yeah, but she's always somewhere. Is she on the bill? She's on different bills. So that's what Sir Wilfrid Laurier on our $5 bill. See, that's her. And it's plastic. It's see-through. See, where's the camera? Oh, it's down here. See, it's see-through. Doo 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 doo. Yeah, I think I don't know. Let me look. Let's see what money I have. I rarely have cash on me. I only took out cash. Well, I had cash from Thursday when I did groceries. Wednesday when I did groceries with I have a magnet to grab change. Um, and my friend paid me the cash. Oh yeah, I have a gift. I have. Let's see. The Food Basics didn't have the pork cottage rolls. Should take. So yeah, so I have 2 weeks from the 19th to get them. They give you, if they don't have it, you get it for 10% cheaper than what they had it. So I have to go next week, this weekend or next week to get it. Go check my. See, I don't have much stuff. Oh, this is interesting. This one's from. Where's this one from? But it has a queen with the king's crown. See it? It has the king's crown on it. Some of our things showed her, but the most recent ones, they just have her without a crown, but more of a king's crown on her. Versus some of them they have. Okay, so 2012 they tend to have her without the crown. And here they have her with the Queen Princess crown. So like A6 coin. They have her with the Princess crown versus the King's crown, which is right there. There's the King's crown. That's the Princess crown. Other than that, oh good, but I'm not that dumb. I'm not. Oh, wait, now I'm buffering. I wasn't a second ago. Oh, what was I say? The other side has a moose. Yeah. So the king crown, it's on some of our coins up to a certain time. I think 2010 or so, because this one from 2012, she doesn't even have any. She's not wearing any crown, and she just has like a neck of pearls. My pocket's not looking so good. I have uh, $5 in Looney Toonies, a five. Um, and $3 in quarters, nickels, and dimes. Maybe 350. That's not a lot to have in my gym. Now, what I'm actually going to do right now is I'm going to take the change. I have to keep a quarter because we sometimes have grocery carts that need a quarter. And I'm just going to put the money into my mason jar of money. Where's my mason? So here, I guess I have gift cards and money. Oh yeah, I should take that to Starbucks. Amanda and Puppy's Bread. I still have it. I have to go put it on my card. See, I always keep my gift cards here for those that have a Walmart one. So if you return stuff at Walmart without a receipt card, just keep those for when I still bring the food. There, starting to get things done. So I will see you tomorrow at noon. Be here or be square. Okay. Bye, friends. Thanks for coming by and checking out part two because part one is starting to get bad. Now part two. But I'll be back tomorrow at noon. And I will see you then.